Welcome to the FeelsCast. I'm Adam.
And I'm here with you today after a whole year. Welcome back.
Good intro. And today's episode is the spring 2016 anime season. It's coming to a close, so we're going to talk about all the shows that we watched. Well,
yes.
All the shows I watched, and then the two shows you watched.
I've watched a surprisingly good amount this season.
3.
That's more than last season.
I mean, fair. Do you want to start us off?
Let's talk about some of the feel-good animes that we've been getting into, like Flying Witch.
Flying Witch is amazing.
It was very cute. It's about a witch. She moves into this, like, basically BFE, Japan.
Yeah.
And she's a witch. And nobody knows. But she decides to tell the first person that she sees, which is the little sister. Or, no, the friend, right?
Yeah, she
tells her she's a witch, and then she goes, "Are you supposed to be telling me this?" And she goes, "Oh,
fuck."
But yeah, it's a cute anime about cute girls and one boy.
There's a second male. The dad. He exists.
Oh, the dad's amazing.
Yeah.
He has like this dialect that nobody understands.
Yeah. He speaks a very thick
country accent.
Yeah.
They're all country bumpkins.
Yeah, because
they've made a farm.
Yeah. With so many radishes.
Oh my god. And yeah. It's like a really weird theme that they have, that where the older kids will eat like herbs or like these foods that the little girl is like, maybe I'll understand when I'm older.
It's vegetable stuff, you know. It's I love the little girl in it because she's very non-stereotypical. Like, she is very much of her age. She is like a 5-year-old or something. Or
she's absolutely 5.
And she's completely a 5-year-old. It's very realistic with her, but she's also has like, you know, those 5-year-olds who like say something profound accidentally. That's all she does. Like, she's like, "Oh, that's a stranger. I shouldn't talk to you."
Oh yeah.
or the herb thing where she's like, "Adults like vegetables. That's weird, but I'll understand when I'm older, I guess."
She's amazing. She's the best little girl.
Oh yeah. This is the whole category of this is healing anime. They're anime that are like, you watch it, and it's like putting on a warm blanket in the middle of a snowy day.
This anime is really about nothing.
It's just the everyday lives of a young witch, her family, and friends that she meets along the way.
Yep.
And her cat who is intelligent.
And 17.
Her cat's 17?
In human years.
I didn't remember that.
Yeah, that was in the one right before they went to the cafe when they went to the woods to pick herbs.
Right, yeah.
Chito Senpai.
In one of the latest episodes, one of the last two, I honestly forget which one. The other cat, her sister's cat, is an.
I love that his name is Kenny.
He's an anthropologist.
What?
Yeah, he studies anthropology.
The cat.
Yeah.
I love this anime. It's so stupid.
The daughter of there's a sort of cafe for extra normal people, you know, witches and spiritual cafe. People. Yeah, the cafe with the ghost, and there's a fox in there, and it's all adorable.
That fox was the best. It barks.
The daughter of the owner loves like history and anthropology, and she wants to be like an archaeologist, and she studies under the cat who knows anthropology because he knows so much, and she sees him, so she's like, thank you, Kenny Sensei.
That's amazing. I like that they can understand your cats, though.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's a witch power. You can understand your animal.
Well, you're familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next one.
I kind of, in contrast of this, I'm going to talk about Kumamiko.
Okay.
Which is started off amazing and then shat itself so hard. Kumamiko was about a girl who lives in a very secluded small town. Like, the small town in Flying Witch is a small farming village. This is an even smaller farming village. It is the hicks, the buoys.
Dang.
The places where you don't go. She is a shrine maiden, and they have a weird special shrine there. It's they have talking bears, essentially. Because they have this mythology, they have this like legend of, you know, the story of Orochi, the giant who eats a virgin sacrifice or whatever.
Yep.
They had a story like that, except one day the virgin sacrifice and the bear ended up fucking.
Whoa.
Or falling in love and having children, and the children were bears who could talk. So they have human speech. And these bears still exist, and they live normal lives as bears, I guess, but one of them is kind of their shrine bear.
I'm not into that.
Because it's just a normal, he's just like a normal guy who happens to be a bear. He uses his tablet all the time.
So he's a bear person?
Well, he's a full bear. No anthropomorphism, except for the fact that he can talk, and they understand technology, and he's a kind of smart guy. He likes manga, I think. I forget if that's actually true. There's a really famous manga panel from it, where it's the bear holding up a tablet, and he says, "Okay, Google," because that's how you activate Google on like a Google tablet,
or on your phone,
Yeah. And it's but the whole crux of the plot originally is that the girl wants to move to the big city. She wants to she's sick of living in this country bumpkin world where nothing exists and there's no cell service. They have Wi-Fi, but as they repeat repeatedly.
Is it shitty Wi-Fi?
It's actually not bad.
Oh, okay.
But I think they have a Wi-Fi router in their house. That's why. But there's no cell service. There's no malls to go to. Their convenience store closes at 7.
What?
The only roads near her house are game roads, like where you go hunting. Yeah.
Damn.
She wants to move to the big city, and the bear's like, "You're stupid. I know you. I literally have grown up with you. You can't survive in the big city." And it starts off as like him doing tests to help her. Like, "All right, what's this thing and the thing from the city?" And she's like, I don't know. And he's like, "That's literally a turnstile. How do you not know what?" Okay, you see the problem here. So it starts off as kind of cute and funny. Like, she wants to go to high school and the bear's kind of like her father. Mm-hmm. Then it starts getting weird. Because it starts getting, like, less friendly and more sexualized. Because it's Japan.
So it started off as a mentor and student between young girl learning to go, learn to live in the city.
Yeah.
From a bear. And now it's slowly and steadily progressing to bear/human porn.
God, not fully. They make it... Okay, the reason I watched the show, because in the first episode... In the first episode, they tell these 3 kids, this is the village's secret, that we have talking bears, and this story you know from your childhood is the reason we have it. It's real. And then the one kid asks the girl, because she's a Miko, she's a shrine maiden, "Do you have sex with the bear?" And it's the funniest joke. Because everyone's freaking out about it, and then the bear just kind of casually goes, "Oh no, I'm neutered." And then it's because it was 3 kids, and one of them's a little girl, who yells sexual harassment so good. It's like the line. Just her and the bear kind of staring off in the distance. She's like, "I understand your pain." She's like, "I'm sorry." It's so... And I was just like, alright, the show is great comedic timing. The characters are kind of cute. I could keep watching this. I could watch the show. But then...
The regret sinks in.
the plot changes to... It's less about her wanting to... She still wants to go to the big city. But her uncle, who works at like the city management thing, he's working on a plan to get make their city bigger, like to get tourism money in, because he wants to revitalize the city, and he does this by turning her into an idol.
Oh.
So it's all the shitty idol culture, like not even ironically added in. Just like sometimes they have some jokes, but then it's him forcing her to like do it, and he's like doesn't understand that she doesn't want to do it.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And then the last episode just kind of shits on any character development they have.
Oh, nice.
Because she goes to the big city, freaks the fuck out the entire time. She thinks people are going to throw rocks at her because she's a country bumpkin. They don't. They're not. She has a major complex. But she ends up telling the bear, "I don't want to move to the big city anymore." And he's happy because essentially, she's kind of like his daughter at this point. His daughter isn't moving away. So he's happy for her. But it's like, this was any character development this series had canned in a heartbeat.
Basically, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't watch Kuma Miko. Watch clips online of Kumamiko. You will get a better, like, satisfaction from that. Moving on. This is probably one of my favorite shows this season, and I'm incredibly pissed it's ending. Because I didn't know it was ending until the last episode. It just kind of happened. It's called Tonkatsu DJ Agataro.
Oh god, that one.
It's so good.
I didn't watch it.
It's about a guy who Agataro. He works at his father's tonkatsu restaurant that's been like 3 generations old. And he's being trained to take up on it, but he doesn't want to because he's 19 years old and lazy. And he ends up having to deliver some tonkatsu. I hate being American sometimes because I can't pronounce things. And it's just like, oh, lol.
That's not an American thing. That's just a you thing.
Shut up. Look, I have my excuses.
They don't work.
I know. He delivers some tonkatsu to a guy working at a nightclub. And he's invited in. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll go to I'll see a nightclub for the first time. And
I'll see one. I won't go into one. I'll just look at it.
He enters the nightclub, and he's like...
Enter the nightclub.
Inspired by the music to be a DJ. And the DJ is like this American guy who like talks to him. And it's really great because he's speaking in English, and overdubbed the English is Japanese, so the guy understands it. And ever so often they'll have the English words of what he's saying, and it's like it's a black guy. He's like an old black guy who's been DJing since the 70s or whatever. And it's just like, yo, kid, you gotta do the DJing. And it's just like, what?
Wait, is that a line? Is that an actual line?
No.
Oh, man.
But
amazing.
But the whole thing is he learns from...
Now, is it like actually good English, or is it like how, with the Phoenix Wright anime?
It's a little bit better than that, I think.
Okay.
I think. Anyway, he figures out that DJing and making fried pork cutlets, there's a 1-for-1 comparison. Like, everything he does is him taking something from his father's cooking. Like, how to make the pork cutlets, and how to dice the cabbage, and how to have a chill-out moment.
Wow.
There's a whole episode where he learns about chilling out, and he just chills so hard. It's the best. But yeah, it's him learning about DJing, and the music's really good. Like, it's fun to listen to, and it has a really great ending, because it's him giving his mentor figure his biggest show yet. Like, his mentor figure, there's a DJing boom going on in Japan, and his mentor figure is a few years behind it. Like, he missed it by a little bit. So he's popular, but he's not like, oh, the biggest names in DJing, which he's a part of, the main character's a part of. So he sets up this big, like, event for his master, essentially, his mentor figure. And it's really touching, because he gets all these characters he's met throughout the series to come, and it's like a miracle that it even happens, because it's snowing, and it's like, oh, we'll never be able to make it, but everyone makes it. And his
we're never gonna do it, but we're gonna do it, but we did it!
His sensei is called DJ Oily.
What?
He eats lard.
Ew.
Yeah, I think it's because he's poor and can't eat anything else. He got fired from a job for eating the grease from a deep fryer. That
is so disgusting.
I know! It's gross and weird. But this show is just really fun. It's a really fun it's like only 9 minutes long.
Oh, wow, okay. It's not too bad.
Yeah, but everything about it I honestly loved. And I was kind of hoping it would just continue on forever. But it was only 12 episodes.
Oh, well. Maybe next time.
I hope it gets a second season.
Alright, moving on. Let's talk about Sakamoto.
So, you mean, isn't it Sakamoto?
Or haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto?
Haven't you heard it? Pushing up glasses.
Sakamoto, the coolest kid in the class. Everything he does is cool. Cooler, coolest.
Oh my god. If you told me this a year ago, I wouldn't think this show was real.
Right?
This is a show where the main character could do a Naruto run, and everyone would think he's awesome. He's going so fast.
That dude is basically a ninja. I mean, he has hidden techniques or whatever.
So what's the show about?
This show is about this guy. He's like a first year in high school, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he's like 50.
I mean, it's anime. Everyone.
Yeah. So like, the show starts out with him getting bullied because he was getting all these attention because he's just doing everything flashily and coolest. Yeah, like, he'll, like, what is one of the things he'll do? He'll like, clean the classroom or whatever. Like, he'll be cleaning the classroom, and then he'll be doing it with style, and, like, all the girls will fall in love with him. So the bullies get jealous. So in the first episode, they pick on him, or whatever, or they try to. But every little prank that they try to do, he ends up making him look... It makes him look cooler.
Yeah. The one I really like is they throw away his desk and chair.
And he just sits in the air?
No, that's what someone else does later. He sits on the windowsill.
Oh.
He opens up the window, he sits on the windowsill like a cool person reading his book, and the cherry blossoms are flying into the class. Everyone's like...
And the wind is,
God.
like, blowing, the curtains are, like, just blowing around him.
It's like, continue, teacher, please. It's like, what?
He's like the suavest motherfucker you'll ever meet in your life. In the end of that episode, though, that main bully is, like, kind of crushing real hard on him.
He falls in love with him.
It's kind of amazing. Because they do the volleyball thing every once in a while at the end. They're like, why are we playing volleyball? But then, like, he'll talk. He's like, yeah, Sakamoto's really cool, right? I mean, he looks really good, right?
He's I heard he's really buff. I like the episode where the bullies want to rent porn. Like, they want to go to the forbidden section of the DVD place, so they force Sakamoto to, and he just does it like it's a spy mission.
Yeah.
Like, dun, dun, dun. He's like going through, and
they're giving him directions via cell phone. Yeah. They're just like, watch out, you're about to hit, and like
a classmate.
Yeah, a classmate. They're about to intersect you, and then like Sakamoto like does something like he turns into a robot.
Yeah, he putting this aside, and then he puts it aside, literally.
Yeah,
which is the best. But
my favorite is when he draws a fucking Rolex on it.
He's just like, I'm a very busy man, and the manager's like, oh god, of course, sir, I believe you're an adult. And then he gets out of watching the porn DVDs with the guys by doing the same thing.
I know.
He's like, wait, that watch is fake.
And I like how, like, he's not gonna be able to watch this all in one day. He, like, rented out, like, a whole stack. That would have been, like, 5 hours of porn.
I mean...
Just straight jacket.
Straight jacket it.
Well, I haven't watched the end of the episode, the end of the series yet.
Well, it's continuing on the next season.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
I think. Maybe not.
No, it's 12. It says 12 on your thing.
It still says airing.
Well, they only aired 11. 12 is next week.
Never mind. We're going off of My Anime List, a website where I keep track of the shows I'm watching, and we just have the list up, and it sometimes doesn't update until like right before the show ends, like it did for Tonkatsu DJ Agataro. So I thought Sakamoto Desuka was continuing on for another season, another core as they're called. So this changes the way I look at this show.
Okay.
Moving on from the coolest kid in high school to the coolest kid in high school.
Segway.
This season started the first core of Part 4 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Diamonds Are Unbreakable, which is kind of a weird arc in JoJo, because it goes from this very travelogue-esque Monster of the Week storytelling to everyday lives of high school students, except with superpowers and having to fight other superpowered people.
That's amazing.
Like, there's a part in the manga where they are using their powers to find, like, spare change. And that's the chapters. They are finding spare change. So the plot of Part 4 is...
JoJo's weird.
JoJo was weird. The plot of Part 4 is we're following Josuke Higashikata, which, if you know the character names, that's not a Joestar, which is the first two characters' last names, or whatever Jotaro's last name is. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I wouldn't know. I don't watch JoJo.
I'm bad at anime. But
we do an anime podcast, Adam.
He is the illegitimate son of the second main character. Like, I like to think that Joseph Joestar didn't know exist for a while, because he cheated on his wife and had a one-night stand with the nice lady, who apparently fell in love with him, and then had a child, who is, everyday, it was like an everyday high school student, with the exception of his hair is like a punk's hair. It's like a pompadour, And
like, not on purpose?
No, on purpose.
Okay.
He spends hours on his hair. And if anyone, he's a gentle, nice guy. His power is healing people. Like, he can repair anything that's destroyed. And he can't bring someone back to life, which is very sad. But he can heal anyone other than himself. Or fuck you up totally. Because at one point he crushes a man into a rock, and then he fuses them together into an immortal rock being. He was a murder rapist, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
But
I was like, whoa there. You just said this was like a high school thing, like, you know.
We actually don't go into their high school that often. We do a little bit, but
You were talking about, like, finding change for people. I mean, like, and then all of a sudden, I'm gonna crush this guy into a rock. Like, whoa there. There's gotta be some in between there.
Because if he doesn't pay attention, the things will repair wrong. It'll be like if he breaks a glass, the glass will just, like, be warped and perverted and gross. So if he does this to a person, their face looks all fucked up. But he won't do that to a regular person, unless they mock his hair. That's his, like, trigger word. You say, your hair is awful, and he's just like, what'd you say about my hair? There's actually a joke in the battle in the video game they had a couple years ago. Everyone had a line, like, dialogue lines. So everyone's dialogue line to Josuke was, man, your hair looks weird. And he was just like, what'd you say about my hair? And then I think the only time he wasn't like that was when he was fighting himself, where he's like, cool hair, bro. I agree.
That's amazing. I love that.
But the plot is the thing that gives them their abilities. You can be born with these abilities, but you can have it forced upon you by a magic arrow that you either die or you get reborn with, like, they're called stands with a special ability. They have to find this arrow. It's somewhere in a small town, and it's just causing trouble. But sometimes it's not causing trouble. Sometimes they just go to a restaurant where the food is doing weird things to the main character's friend, and it turns out he's like, this... Okay, this is my favorite episode. The two main characters go to an Italian restaurant, and Jojo, he's just like, oh no, I'm not really hungry. And his friend Okuyasu is like, I was trying to do it in person. Okuyasu's really dumb. Okuyasu's really dumb, but he's a very nice person. He's like, I'll eat some stuff. And every time he eats something, weird shit happens to him. He has a glass of water, and he just cries for, like, an hour. But then his eyes are perfectly fine. He's like, I can see better now. He eats a caprese salad, and he scratches off, like, a giant ball of dead skin from his shoulder. But his shoulders are feeling so much more lighter and better. And then, so Jojo's like, something fucked up is with this guy, with this cook, this Italian chef. He goes into the kitchen, sees the Italian chef feed something to a dog, and the dog's stomach explodes. And then the guy turns around and is like, oh, get out of my kitchen, I'll kill you. And then Okuyasu eats the food, and then his stomach explodes. And then 2 seconds later, he's fine. Because that was just his the dude's power is he can make food that will heal you. Like, if you have, like, some sort of, like, troubles, it will heal you of that trouble.
Wait, so the dog's theoretically fine?
Yeah, the dog's perfectly fine. It was, both the dog and Okuyasu had, I believe, diarrhea or some sort of intestinal problem.
So, the solution is to explode.
Yeah, their intestines
stomach.
Explode out, and then just go back in and it's all repaired. And he's like, man, my guts feel great. And the guy isn't trying to kill Jojo for entering his kitchen. He's like, wash your damn hands. This is a kitchen. Like, there's this great image of him, like, with a brick that's about to kill him, and so he's just handing him a bar of soap. I feel like this episode is, like, the quintessential Diamond is Unbreakable JoJo episode.
Alright.
So I'm enjoying it a lot. Also, this season has a lot of really great transitions. Like, that's its kind of thing. They'll like, pass through, like, they'll see a character talking, and the camera will pass by, like, behind their head, and then the scene will be completely different.
Oh, cool.
But it, like, looks really natural.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
Alright, moving on. Oh yeah, let's talk about Tanaka-kun. So Tanaka-kun is always listless, or Tanaka-kun wa itsumo ko... What is it?
Itsumo... Tanaka-kun is always listless.
So this is another anime that doesn't really have a plot. So, main character Tanaka, his entire goal is to be the laziest piece of shit ever.
Admiral Goal.
Yep. And, like, he does everything in his power to, like, not do anything, so sometimes it's like, you're putting more effort into being lazy than but, like...
I understand. This is a character after my own heart.
Like, I get it. I totally get it, Tanaka. But at the same time, it's like some of the things you do, you're just, like, too out there, man. Like...
His dream is to live in, essentially, a box where he doesn't have to move more than a foot to, like,
to do anything. Like, the bathroom's right next to him, the kitchen's right next to him. I mean, he claims that he wants to marry his best friend because his best friend does everything for him.
Yeah, this show's really gay.
Tanaka is surprisingly perverted.
Yeah, I kind of like that about him.
I know!
Like, I like that.
Like, he'll casually just talk about someone's boob and it's like, yeah, I only recognize her because of her breast size. Or, like, he'll talk about sex, like, yeah, I totally want to have sex, but, you know, that's a lot of effort, so... Never mind.
Not to spoil the last episode for you or anything, but they have this joke again. The girl who is in love with Tanaka, who's kind of like the class president, she's reading a magazine on how to attract a guy, so she's trying all these different things to like raise her womanhood, to like womanliness, to like make him notice her, and then finally she's going for sex appeal, and she like unbuttons her shirt a little bit and she's pulling it. It's like, it's so hot today, and then Tanaka's just like glancing over really intently. Nothing else worked now, but like boobs work.
Yeah, so you find out that Tanaka's like boob guy.
Yeah.
Like 100% a boob guy. That's probably why he never was into the short girl, because she had none.
I mean, also the fact that she has more energy than like
but
a rabbit.
I like that they're friends though. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, Tanaka. So the show is about him and all of his friends. Like,
yeah.
And
oh god, his sister has like the biggest brother complex, so it's kind of scary.
So one of the little things in the show I really like is that Tanaka's best friend Oda-kun also has a little sister, and Oda loves sweets. I love Oda, but it turns out Oda's little sister and Tanaka's little sister are also best friends.
Yes, that's amazing. Like, what? How did that even happen? Like, it's absolutely fate.
It's fate.
They're going to get married.
The little sisters.
Them too.
Okay. I mean, Oda and Tanaka.
Oh yeah, totally.
I mean, I ship it.
I mean, everyone else does. They ship it. Their friends ship it. They just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Tanaka has proposed to Oda like 1,000 times, like at least once every episode. So.
Yeah, I would do that. Oda is waifu material.
Yeah, I mean, I'd marry him too.
Yeah, so Oda, what I like is that it's a very mixing of intentions. Like, you see Tanaka and he kind of looks like the smart, not energetic, but he looks like a sports main character. Like,
Tanaka or Oda?
Tanaka. You look at Tanaka and you compare him to main characters in sports anime, and he has the black hair and the kind of serious face, and you think he could be a sports main character. And he's the laziest sack of shit. And then you see Oda, and he looks like a thug. He looks like a delinquent.
Like, literally everyone thinks he's a delinquent.
Because he's, like, 7 feet tall, and, like, his eyes are kind of squinty.
He's got, like, basically a resting bitch face.
But he's the girliest man on earth.
Oh, God. He's amazing. Like, he is housewife material. Mm-hmm. He loves sweets. And, well, he's not really even that girly, though, because he's actually really fucking strong for no reason.
I mean, girls can be strong. God, way to not be feminist, Steph.
Shut up. Well, he has the long hair and everything, mm-hmm. but, like, and he carries Tanaka-kun to all of his classes.
He is, not traditionally masculine, is the idea.
Yeah. And, especially with, Japanese ideals.
Yeah. Like, that's why he likes sweets so much, because that's a non-traditional masculine thing.
The fireworks festival.
I love that one.
There's all you can eat syrup. Like, all you can do syrup over here. The sweets god.
There is a god. Man, this show is essentially who I am on the inside for two people. Like, they are both halves of me. Man,
yeah, pretty much.
It's another slice of life, relaxing, healing anime, but it's really funny.
And I really like it. I'm gonna be sad that it's gonna be over. They do have, like, the little shorts. I haven't watched them yet.
Yeah, I need to watch all of them.
They're like a minute. It's
a micro series, yeah.
They're like 30 seconds.
They did the same thing with Barakamon.
And Flying Witch has one too, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if theirs is like 30 seconds or
I mean, it's probably only a minute at most.
Yeah.
I mean, they do that with, like, kind of a softer anime from time to time because it gives you a little bit extra in it.
Yeah, because, yeah. Next one is going to be the Phoenix Wright anime.
Objection.
And
I didn't watch this that much.
Right.
I didn't watch much of Phoenix Wright. Objection.
I didn't finish the last episode. The last episode is kind of like a flashback episode. So basically, this Phoenix Wright anime.
It's basically just an adaptation of the.
It's an adaptation
of the first game.
Yeah, it's an adaptation of the first game. There's a lot of cuts. So if you didn't play the game, you're not missing anything if you didn't play the game. The game gives you more detail and more people. Like they don't have a lot of people that testified in the game that testified in the anime. Like, in Salmonella's case.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember which one was Salmonella.
Salmonella.
I like how that's just a character's name.
I know, right?
In Salmonella? Wait, what?
So, I mean, in the case of the Steel Samurai case, the director, or not the director, the writer didn't testify. And you know how the
that guy, yeah.
He didn't testify. He just had a line. There's a lot of people that didn't testify. They did bring the bird to testify. So
of course. That's a key witness.
Yeah, he was a key witness. But anyway, so if you're familiar with the Phoenix Wright games, it's gonna be like nostalgia, except I don't know, it's missing a lot of things. But I was looking forward to it, and it wasn't the best. The animation gets wonky every once in a while, and the voices are not what you expected them to be, because I kind of was expecting one thing. It's a nice anime, but there's some moments where you're just like, ooh, why did they do that? But there's one episode that I really liked. It was the second case with the Mia's murderer.
Yeah.
So you know the real murderer was like Red White, the president or whatever.
Red White, the president of the Blue Company.
Yes, him.
Who is the American man.
Yes, so in the anime he's also American.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's a 1-for-1 translation.
Yeah. What was I gonna? So it's amazing because he's an amazing character because he'll speak quote unquote English. So the first thing you hear when you see him is "What's your name?"
And he says "What's your name?"
What's your name? And he says it so wrong, and you're just like, are you sure you're not just a Japanese person pretending to be American? Because that's absolutely what you are. But what makes the whole character and that whole episode even better were whoever was subbing it. Because
about the subs, yeah.
Because I think it was they're either pulling it from Crunchyroll or they did something else. But like there was one point in there where he goes, "Well, I'm the president," and he says "president" in English, but the subtitles would go "El Presidento," and
I think because Crunchyroll, they had 2 sets of English subs. One was a direct translation of the game of the video. So Phoenix Wright was called whatever he's actually called Japan.
I think they will do it like every other episode, like
on Crunchyroll they had every episode in both translations.
Really?
Yeah.
You had the option to pick.
Yeah. You had 2. The other English option is all the stuff that the game is famous for.
So
Maya loves hamburgers
and not miso ramen.
Yeah. Like, she says ramen, and the translation says hamburgers.
I know, I noticed that, because, like, in the site that I watch it on, because I don't go on Crunchyroll a lot, because I have to wait to watch it. But, on the site that I watch it on, they'll do it for, like, I think, they'll do the game translation, the first episode of the case, and then they'll do the actual translations for the rest of the case. And every once in a while, it'll be funny still, like the El Presidente thing.
Oh yeah, I preferred the game translations because it led to some funny moments.
Nick, burgers.
I miss those games.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a fan of Phoenix Wright, you can skip it. You're not missing much. And the animation makes it feel like the whole anime is kind of a joke. Cause like the intro, have you seen the intro for the Phoenix Wright anime?
Yeah.
It's silly.
I don't remember off the top of my head because it's been a
silly.
while since I've seen it, but
It's silly.
it sounds silly.
It is silly. And, like, it makes you think, wow, this is a joke, right? And then you watch it, it's just like,
It's kind of
I
a
can't
joke.
tell.
It's kind of a joke.
like
Let's be
it
fair.
could be a joke, but at the same time, it's like, I can't really tell.
I think you could safely say it's a joke.
It's kind of a joke, and I'm really disappointed. Because that means I won't get to see Godot.
I mean, they might make adaptations of other games though. If this was popular enough, hopefully.
The thing with Phoenix Wright is, it's a very
Weird.
It has a very small community, surprisingly, in Japan too. Like, it's a very niche thing. The fact that it even got an anime was kind of
Out of left field and makes no sense.
yeah, but like the Phoenix Wright characters have been put into other games, so that's probably why it got one. Like, it's been in,
it's getting popular again, kind of.
Because it's been in Marvel.
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, and it's they're in the new Project Cross Zone 2, and Phoenix Wright 6 is coming out soon. It's coming out in September. I'm so excited. Maya's coming back.
Oh my god! So this is sort of a advertisement for that, remind people, get back in the zeitgeist a bit.
Yeah, because I don't know if 5 did very well.
I have no clue.
Because
I haven't played Phoenix Wright in a while.
5 was weird. Let's not talk about 5.
Okay.
Anyway, that concludes our first episode back.
Yeah.
Of the FeelsCast.
Any quick recommendations from this season that we didn't talk about?
Vanguard.
But
you'd have to watch from the beginning. It's extra gay.
Watch. We'll be doing an episode on Vanguard soon enough because it's amazing. Watch Boku no Hero Academy. It's the best shonen series they've made in years. Joker Game is fucking fantastic.
I've been meaning to watch that one.
And Uchu Patrol Luluko, or Space Patrol Luluko, is possibly the best Trigger anime they've done yet. But they're making a Little Witch Academia series, so that might get tossed down to number 2.
Cool.
Fun fact: Inferno Cop is in that show.
What?
Yeah. In Space Patrol,
I love Inferno Cop.
In Space Patrol Luluko, the second half of the season is them going to different planets, and the planets are old Trigger series. So the first one is like a Kill la Kill based world, and the second one is like a Little Witch Academia world, and then Luluko dies and goes to hell, and Inferno Cop is just in hell because that's what he does. He's
just there chilling.
He points her to the stairs up, and it's. And their boss looks like Inferno Cop, and I think they're like friends because it's like Chief Justice, and he's like, "You look like Chief Justice," and he's like, "Me and Chief Justice look alike? That's crazy."
That's crazy.
And they're both skeletons who don't move.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah,
all right, we'll see you next time. This is the FeelsCast.
Coming at you.
Shut the fuck up. Are you plugging anything? I'm waiting for you to plug
sorry.
your shit.
I have a Twitter. It's at MangaHead. I have a blog, anime reviews and other stuff.blogspot.com. I'll be doing an end of season review of all the shows I watched. That should hopefully be up by the time this is out. God knows when.
Never.
Yeah, never. And I like anime.
Alright, cool. So, he's Adam. I'm here. Goodbye. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.